Hey guys, today I wanted to go over the Smash Ultimate Demo tier list that I have had in mind for quite some time. I really think that, obviously a lot of people are talking about all the characters, they're really hype about the characters, but I wanted to go from watching videos and from playing a lot of the characters myself, who, in my opinion, were the best and worst characters, starting with the worst. And obviously, but I just wanted to point it out, this is for a demo version, this is not set in stone, we don't know most of the characters, things might change from now until when the game is released, we do not know, so please take this with a grain of salt, but this is just my opinion. To me, there were only 3 really bad characters. The worst character in the game, in my humble opinion, was Ice Climbers. They don't have grab confirms as far as I'm aware. I couldn't get any. I couldn't even get like down throw up air. They have no combos out of grab. Even though they have a hammer, it doesn't function the same as a sword for neutral purposes, so they don't exactly have a great neutral. Their disadvantage was kind of mediocre, like you're gonna have to rely on either Squall to get out of bad positions or just like down air or like going to ledge. So really not that much to get out of disadvantage, which in my opinion is a very bad thing, and you have the possibility of losing half of your character. Popo does so much less damage than Nano, obviously, like I think they do like half, or like half of the total, so they both do 50%, and so if you lose Nana, suddenly you lose a lot of kill potential, a lot of damage, and it's still pretty easy to kill Nana, like it's definitely not particularly difficult. She seems to be as smart as in Brawl, but either way, just like not really overwhelming, and the character, they can't chain grab you, obviously, they can't hobble, even if they could, footstools are techable, like nothing about this character screams good to me at the current moment. Another character on the bottom is Pac-Man. I obviously have a very bad opinion of Pac-Man in Smash 4, and in Ultimate he seems a little better, but there's one mechanic change that I think really hurts him, which is the inability for him to spam air dodge. The thing about Pac-Man is he wants to constantly be avoiding you and being annoying and air dodge, hydrant, air dodge, do things like that. But in Ultimate you only get one air dodge in the air unless you're like really high up, in which case you might get a second one, I'm not 100% sure on that. And so it's a lot harder for Pac-Man to get out of disadvantage, especially if he can still smack hydrant with like up airs. That'll be so much more difficult for him to fall. He does have some positives where his back air is way stronger, his forward air is stronger. It doesn't seem like he's gonna have a lot of his setups because footstools are techable, so you're not gonna get like the bell into footstool, Z drop it, footstool, like throw it down, whatever, all that type of stuff, like the crazy Pac-Man stuff. So he's gonna have slightly less of that, it seems like. He might have some new combos, but again, his inability to get out of his advantage and the fact that people can still go out and edge guard him is really problematic for me. I do not think that character is that great. And unfortunately, the other character I'm going to put on bottom tier is Samus. She doesn't have a lot of combos, she doesn't have, she pretty much is the Smash 4 Samus without dash attack, and without the ability to also, as I mentioned with Pac-Man, be evasive when landing. She still has a mediocre grab game, her dash attack doesn't even combo. She does have a few different things, like, her nair is still incredibly powerful, back air is incredibly powerful, she can charge in the air finally, so her disadvantage, she can just jump away and get a charge shot, which is so nice. I don't remember how much shield damage it did. This character, unfortunately, just doesn't have the explosive combos that it seems like she had in Smash 4, so it's like her neutral is worse because she can't instant dash attack, and then her combo game is worse. She's incredibly powerful though, and the screw attack can kill very early, so I can definitely see myself gimmicking out some people with that character, but at the current moment she just seems a little bit too weak. Bad missile still, although I do like the new super missile, I do like it a lot more than the current variant. But just, she's just underwhelming, and it makes me sad, and I hate putting her in bottom tier because I want her to be good, so you guys can't scream character bias, because otherwise I would say Samus is mid tier, but yeah, unfortunately, she's not great. And now let us go to low tier. I put 4 characters in low tier, and at this point, none of the characters are in order for any of the tiers. They are 0. The next character I say is not worse or better than the character that's like 3 better. I will let you guys know if I specifically think something is like, oh, this person's clearly better, or this is like the gap or something. So in low tier, first off, I'm gonna put Pit. So Pit is just the character very similar to Smash 4. He's solid, he has a lot of decent things, like nothing's really wrong about him, but at the same time, nothing is insane about him. He's just the boring character, he's the neutral, he's the basics, he's dash grab, he's up smash, he's play neutral, gets some combos, obviously he's a little faster on the ground, his jump is a little better, but like everyone's is. And another character I'm going to talk about next has the same thing, just he's very underwhelming, his combos exist kind of, but like his tilts are bad, his jab is really good, but like there's just so many things about this character that it's like, man, he would be better if like he had that one thing that would make him slightly unfair like all the top tiers have, or even the high tiers have. He just doesn't really have anything that's particularly overwhelming in any state. Granted, you can't just abuse him because he doesn't really have that many flaws, but he's just kind of there, so I'm gonna put him in low tier currently. And the other character I was talking about was Kirby. Kirby, similar to Pit, just kind of is okay. They have all the jumps, you have the normal things in Smash 4, so you have like up tilt, up air combos, back air still pretty strong, you have down air that's still good, the combos into things, but again, he doesn't really have anything that's particularly unfair. Obviously, certain matchups will change with how he gets his powers. Like I know the Pikachu matchup is a lot more difficult suddenly when that happens, when you get the Thunder Jolt ability, but it's just like Kirby is just underwhelming, you know, not super anything unfair. It's like, okay, well, can you deal with someone jumping over your head and then eventually down air, and cool, then you can beat Kirby. Can you deal with mediocre spacing because all of his moves are small and so you can just kind of trade with it or outspace him as the majority of characters? Then like, you're gonna be fine. Like, he's very okay. And you know, in this game, in my opinion, okay is like low tier, because everyone above this has like something that's unfair, and I'll be pointing them out, you know, as I go along. Next up is going to be Bowser. So Bowser is actually, in my opinion, the worst character of this list. I almost put him in bottom tier. He doesn't have all of his insane grab confirms like he does in Smash 4, and otherwise he seems kind of the same. He's fast, he's powerful, but he's bad in disadvantage, and obviously, you know, if you get hit by down air or down B, that is very scary, but he's just kind of underwhelming. His disadvantage is bad, his combo game is mediocre, he can rack up damage just by like hitting you and keeping you disadvantaged because again, he is fast, he has an invincible up smash, he has things like that, so again, not terrible, but at the same time, they got rid of the best thing about him, which was up throw, up tilt, up throw, nair, up throw, up air, which works as a kill confirm, and now it seems like he doesn't really have that, so he's still gonna have his kill throws with forward throw and back throw, but it's not going to do the same thing. He's not going to be able to be that scary presence on stage that he was, because you don't care about avoiding grabs, so at the same time you can hold shield now. Oh, you took 8 from him throwing you, or like even 12 from him throwing you. Oh no, you didn't take 30 from up throw and air. So kind of underwhelming. I almost put him in bottom tier, and yeah, I just think he is very, very just okay. And for the final character in low tier, I put Villager. So Villager seems very much the same as in Smash 4, but a very, very important thing was, in my opinion, his two best moves, down air and up air, got nerfed. They seem to come out much slower and linger much, much less. So it's not going to be as overwhelming of a situation. You can't just like throw out down air and then drift into someone and hit them, or you can't throw out down air and drift away and someone tries to punish you and it trades or it hits them. It's really unfortunate that that's a thing. Otherwise, Villager's very much the same, but as in Smash 4, you know, all the DLC still exists because everyone's here, and yeah, they might be slightly worse, but you're still going to get Witch Time by Bayonetta, you're still going to get countered by Corrin, you're still going to get boxed out by Rosa, you're still going to get hit by Marth, and just like there's so many different characters that kind of can give him a lot of trouble by either just rushing him down or, you know, just not letting him play the game he wants to play, and he's too slow and nickel and dimey to really get anything, unless like obviously new combos can be discovered, maybe his grab is better and I just didn't see it. It is possible, but I just don't really understand how this character is supposed to like thrive in the current meta, considering the current meta involves a lot of characters that were buffed. Sure, his hardest matchups got nerfed a little bit, but it's not like any of those characters are like bad or like irrelevant, and then two of his most important tools in neutral, in my opinion, at least like as someone that is a rushdown character, got nerfed, and that really, really sucks. And so that is going to be it for the low and bottom tier. As you notice, those were not a lot of characters compared to all the ones that are available, because in my opinion, everyone in this game is at the very least decent. So I classified mid-tier in two different tiers, with lower mid-tier and upper mid-tier. In my opinion, lower mid-tier all pretty much equal. First off, I'm going to talk about Fox. So Fox still has the insane type of combo game he does in Smash 4 with, you know, maybe slightly less frame traps, because you can air dodge out of his frame traps. You know, he can definitely still like dash attack and punish that. I think his dash attack sends at a slightly worse angle, so it's not going to be quite as free. Obviously, a huge thing at the current moment is the fact that you cannot side B through shield, so Fox's getting off the ledge is way, way worse now, as well as the fact that it has a lot more lag at the end of it, so you're going to be able to edge guard it a bit more efficiently, but otherwise pretty much the same character, but also it seems like slightly less kill confirms. He doesn't have his insane combos with like down air footstool, you know, jab lock into like back air fair footstool. Fair footstool seems a little bit harder, but it is still possible. But just the fact that like he can't side B just through people for free, in my opinion, is a huge deal, because side B is an amazing tool in neutral, especially because it can combo into up air in Smash 4, as well as it gets him off the ledge. It makes his recovery a lot more predictable. So if he just like hold shield against the Fox when he's recovering, he chooses to side B, he's gonna go low and then you can just hit him out of it. Or he's gonna like choose to side B to the ledge, but then doesn't really have as great of a time getting off the ledge because you can't illusion through. And in my opinion, that is a huge deal, because Fox is a character that just gets hit and keeps getting hit and keeps getting hit and stays in a disadvantage. And side B was really, really important for that. And now if that tool doesn't exist like it currently does does in the demo, like that's a huge problem. Next up, I wanted to put Mega Man. So Mega Man seems pretty much like the same character except for two main changes. One, the Kamame combo does not work because footstools are techable, which is somewhat problematic because you can now just more freely attack his shield. Obviously, Mega Man has, you know, up tilt out of shield, up smash out of shield still, so they're very, very scary things, but you don't have to be quite as scared when hitting his shield because you're not going to get footstool out of shield, metal blade, footstool, you know, jab block with pellets into up tilt. You're not scared at 50 of dying, which is very, very important to me. But another thing is that his pellets go way farther, so this character is just going to be the epitome to me of all the characters in this game of being just obnoxious. He is going to be such an annoying character, but the inability for him to get that footstool combo, in my opinion, reduces a large amount of pressure that comes with playing that character. So I think he's good, but he's just kind of there and he's okay. Next up, I wanted to put Mario. So a big thing about Mario is his down throw is worse, and his down throw was one of, if not his best tools in Smash 4 because he is now a pretty much speedy, air fast grappler that has a good kill move. That's really, really frightening. It seems like he's going to more so have to get his openings through disadvantage or through, you know, short hop aerials and things like that, which is, you know, a little bit worse than just being grab and no, you're at 30 and I grabbed you at 30, too cool. Like up air, nair, up air, back air, you know, you're gonna take 40, 50%. Mario, I feel like, is one of the characters that gets affected the most by like the balloon-esque knockback, because a lot of the times when Mario's comboing, he's just following your drift as opposed to like getting to the apex of all of your knockback. So that's kind of unfortunate for him, and that's kind of be the main reasons I put him in lower mid tier. Next up, I wanted to put Sonic. So again, a big thing about Sonic at the current moment is that he cannot spin through shield with either down B or side B. Again, similar to Fox, I don't know if that's going to change. If it does, that changes pretty much everything I want to say about this character, but at the current moment, it seems like he's going to be a more neutral-based character. He's still very fast, he's still very powerful, he has forward smash, back air, still has some kill throws, but it just like, the main reason he's good in Smash 4 is because he can play that bait-heavy style, that defensive style with spin dash being invincible, which it's not anymore, just so he's not able to do that, and yes, he's going to be able to nickel and dime you, sure, but at the same time, you don't always have to approach because he can't spin dash cancel with shield, which is a huge deal, that he can't just be like re with invincible fucking startup into shield, into invincible startup into shield and over again, so you're not going to have to play that guessing game over and over again with Sonic, which is one of the reasons he was oh so good, and then of course he like baits you into trying to swing, rolls backwards and back throws you. Granted, he can still do the back throw part, but none of the other stuff is relevant, and yeah, like I know we saw like Mario vs Sonic, and so it's crazy to me that, you know, the characters in the finals of the E3 demo, in my opinion, are like mediocre, but at the same time I feel like a lot of people aren't thinking in Smash Ultimate yet, and they're thinking in Smash 4, and to me, Sonic was just very, very underwhelming from what I saw. Like I was watching the finals and I was just like, why is this working? Why is people getting hit? Like obviously Leo and Zero are very smart players, but I just didn't see exactly what was so good about the character and why they picked both of them. It seemed like he still had like up throw, up air kind of 50-50s, but either way, just underwhelming. Spin not being available makes him or not being as good, I guess, makes him an infinitely worse character because that was by far his best tool. And for the last character in lower mid tier, I think I'm gonna upset a lot of people because a lot of people are hype about this character. It is going to be Zelda. So Zelda had the beautiful remake. She has her new rapid jab, she has her new down B, she has up throw, up air, which is scary, but I still think the character in disadvantage is very, very mediocre. She's very slow, she's very floaty still, and so yeah, she might have some crazy things in advantage, but like let's be real, Smash 4 Zelda, she hits you, she can deal 50, she can keep you in disadvantage really well. She has nair up B, she has down throw up air for kills, or up throw up air for kills against certain characters. She has down throw like back air, just lightning kick. It didn't seem like landing lightning kick was a little bit easier, but at the same time, like some of her hitboxes don't work. Like we saw the up smash thing just fall out. I don't remember where that gif was, but like her animation is so fluid, but it drags down, and so up smash just whiffed, and that's really unfortunate. She still has a really hard time in disadvantage and in neutral, in my opinion, although the jab does make her neutral a little bit better, but either way, it just seems unfortunate. Like she's better, she's definitely going to be usable, but I don't think she is going to be great by any stretch of the imagination, at least if everything, you know, sticks that is current right now. Like you were able to just abuse her and bully her if she's in disadvantage, and yeah, watch out for neutral B, but at the same time you can kind of just keep below her, and if she directional air dodges, there's enough lag that most fast characters can just kind of run and then punish her anyway. So that's going to be it for the lower mid tier, and now let us go to the upper mid tier. So first off, I want to put Corrin. So Corrin, pin is worse. The kick doesn't go as far, so so now it's not only going to be like 7 characters in the entire game that can punish like a spaced pin kick away, because generally also people are faster. So that's a huge difference, because in my opinion Corrin's neutral is now worse. Another thing that I feel like is nerfed about Corrin that a lot of people aren't talking about is the fact that a lot of Corrin's damage comes from, like, you know, nair, forward air, and then like you use another forward air, and if they air dodge you landing nair and then get forward air, up air. However, now that you can directional air dodge out of things, I feel like a lot of Corrin's pressure, because Corrin is still a slow character, is going to be lessened, and it's going to be way harder for Corrin to get that type of pressure, get that 30-40% in the mid-range that normally she was able to do. And that's a huge deal in my opinion. Still very strong, still very powerful, can still get, you know, tip or 2 frames if that's a thing. Forward smash is still ridiculous, but I feel like that those two things, pin being slower and then her frame traps not working quite as well as they're supposed to, or at least how they did in Smash 4, are going to make the character a lot more beatable. Next up is another DLC character that a lot of people hated in Smash 4, and that is Cloud. So Cloud has a lot of things. First off, if he's charging limit and he gets hit, he loses limit, which is amazing. It's so good as a design choice, because now he can't just charge limit for free, because if you are too greedy about it, you will get hit, you will lose limit. He loses limit after 15 seconds. His limit seems weaker in general, like it doesn't kill as early. His normal moves don't really kill as early, so you have to rely on like smash attacks and limit. He doesn't seem like he has a lot of kill confirms at the current moment. Obviously he might get like landing down air into still like up air or like limit cross slash and things like that. So you can actually camp Cloud that has limit and just run away from him until he loses it, and that's amazing. It's gonna make him so much easier to just hit away and, you know, like edge guard him, because he's gonna lose limit. Like if I hit a Cloud at like 11 or 12 seconds out of him having limit, suddenly he's not gonna have limit when he's off stage, and that in my opinion is absolutely huge. Still has a bunch of good things. You know, his normals are still really good. They're slightly smaller. Like I don't think they're quite as overwhelming, and he seems a little bit slower in the air when he has limit, but like good, and I think that's fair. But still upper mid tier for sure, for sure. Still definitely a solid character. Up next is going to be Inkling. So Inkling, you know, a lot of people are riding the Inkling train, but in my opinion, I just don't see it. The character doesn't really have that many combos. The movement's really cool, but I feel like a lot of people are kind of getting away with people don't know the game and people aren't using their controls, haha, roller into them into the ground, which is silly. Like, I don't know why that's so strong. Like, Inkling has some kill potential in terms of like her smash attacks, but again, in my opinion, having like good smash attacks doesn't really matter if you don't really have confirms into them. You know, the air mobility was pretty interesting. They're a very smooth and fluid character, kind of pun intended, but like not really. But I was just underwhelmed watching Inkling's entire kit. I never thought it was overwhelming. It's an incredible character that I think, like, incredibly cool character that I think does an amazing job at staying close to source material, but I don't know, I just didn't think that character was that great. Maybe I just don't see it and I don't get it. And obviously Inkling being a new character, gonna be hard to figure out the playstyle, because a lot of the characters now you can kind of base it off of a playstyle from a previous game, and Inkling doesn't have that because they're brand new. So maybe that's just me being biased because no one has figured out Inkling yet, because people have only been able to play the game for, you know, at max like 13-14 hours. So maybe the character will rise like that, but I'm not sure. I just wasn't particularly interested in Inkling. But a character I was very interested in is Link. So Link is fast, and that is frightening, because Link is supposed to be a slow powerhouse, and now he is a fast, trap setting, bomb exploding, powerful, just he's so scary. Fair links correctly, bomb is, everyone saw that video at like the Japan Expo in France of that Link just bodying that person. Granted, I think the Link player was way better than the Marth player, but bomb killed it like 85, or like made it impossible to recover. It's gonna be so annoying to recover versus this character between boomerang and bomb, like throw down, explode. It's really scary. The character is powerful, the character has traps, you know, because he's so fast he can nickel and dime, similar to like a Toon Link in Smash 4, who's an amazing character, which makes me really scared to see Toon Link in that game. If Link is fast, like, oh god, Toon Link's gonna be obnoxious. It seems like we're finally gonna have the best Link iteration, and again, because he's a trap based character and he's like a scary type of that type of character, he might just get better and better as the meta progresses and people figure out their traps, and it is going to be so hard. One negative about him though is his recovery is worse, because one, he can't use bomb to explode unless I just don't know what something you could do, and also he doesn't have a tether, so edge guarding him is going to be a little bit easier, which is why I didn't put him into high tier. But either way, character seems kind of nasty. Next up on my list is Ness. So Ness is a character that you know, he has a lot of insane things. His upper is still very good. I don't exactly know why people are thinking it's bad. That move is still incredibly powerful and can drag down. You can get a bunch of stuff. Pika Fire seems a little bit better. Pika Thunder seems stronger. He still has his kill throw. He still has pretty much everything that makes him him. But unfortunately, that means he also has everything that makes him him in a bad way, which is his lackluster recovery, the fact that he's abusable, somewhat a disadvantage. He's not going to be able to spam air dodge as much, which is a huge thing for him in Brawl and Smash 4, and because of the new air dodge mechanics, the fact that you can't do that, it's going to be a huge problem for him to get back to the ground, so it makes his disadvantage worse. And then obviously his offstage game, you get countered, you die, you get edge guarded far, you die. Like the Pika Thunder goes a little bit farther, but also when you hit someone with it, the range is like neutered, and that's absolutely insane to me. It is crazy how they nerfed that, but at the same time it kind of makes sense because it also kills you at 20 from across the stage, so you don't deserve it, Ness. But yeah, I think he's gonna just be like a good character, and that's probably about it, similar to how he is in like every game he's been in. The next to last character in upper mid tier is going to be Mewtwo. So Mewtwo is a character that has some things from Smash 4. Shadow Ball is still very dumb and has almost no lag. Down tilt is still huge, although it is way worse because it sends you at a more horizontal angle, so it's not going to be as good for comboing. But Mewtwo is just Mewtwo. His Nair is actually a little bit worse. It is a much quicker move, and so you're not able to get like Nair footstool disable. I don't even know if footstool disable still works in this game, which would be a huge nerf for him. He's still powerful. His up throw does seem a little weaker, but either way, the character still has a lot of the things that make him good in Smash 4, but down tilt being worse, in my opinion, is a huge minus. And also, I don't know how like the ballooning knockback's gonna affect his combos, and so you know, I didn't get a chance to play him a whole lot, but I did. He felt good, but not great like he is in Smash 4, so that's why I'm putting him in upper mid tier. He might be in high tier. This might be probably like the one like thing that I think is kind of maybe go up, but either way, like I think Mewtwo is definitely a solid character, still very light, still, you know, again, similar to Ness, his disadvantage is going to be a lot worse because he's not going to be able to just freely air dodge to the ground like he can in this game, so that's again a huge deal. The inability for people to air dodge multiple times is going to change entirely how advantage and disadvantage is played in Ultimate, and oh my god, but Mewtwo and Ness are definitely a negative product of that for, you know, for them. And last up, we are going to talk about my boy, the character I'm the most excited for in this game as a newcomer, and that is going to be Ridley. Yeah, he's so cool. He does so much damage. He's so strong. He's so fast. The big problem with him is he's a big body, and so what do big bodies do? They get juggled. What do big bodies do? They get hit and disadvantage and kept there forever. What do big bodies do? Get edge guarded. His recovery is okay, and you kind of can't super mess with him a lot, very heavily, because of the threat of side B, but also you can mash out a side B, and so he still goes into all of his end lag. So Ridley has a lot of good things. He is really fast. He has good poking aerials. He has decent combos at low percent. He is incredibly powerful. I don't know if he's a kill throw. He has good anti-airs with up tilt and up smash. His Nair is amazing. Trump backer is going to be so strong. If you land a forward smash, he does a 51% fucking down B for some reason, but okay. And like that's going to be used in tech chases. But Ridley, again, he's problematic because he's going to get juggled forever, and I feel like he's not quite strong enough to kind of compensate for that. Again, obviously, new character, new meta, as I mentioned for Inkling, it's going to be very different to just see him be played because we've never played him before, we've never played someone like him before, so maybe it'll take his meta a little bit to develop as opposed to all the characters that have their metas kind of established and now have to change it a little bit, but we'll have to wait and see. I am very, very excited for Ridley. I plan on playing this character at least a decent amount, so hopefully I'll be one of those Ridley guys. Ridley. So now we're getting to the upper echelons of, in my opinion, the demo characters. We are in the high tier, and high and top tier are also somewhat small. They are much smaller than both of the mid-tier tiers. So the first character I want to talk about for high tier is actually a surprise pick, and people probably forgot he was even in the demo until I'm mentioning his name, but Littlemac. Littlemac is scary, because imagine Littlemac in Smash 4 with a better recovery. He can side B then up B, and he can running down tilt and forward tilt and up tilt. All of those have trample, which I assume they still do in Ultimate. That's so scary. That is so scary. He's able to charge his smash attacks for forever, which have super armor upon release, so you're constantly going to have to guess when he's releasing things. He will kill you really early because it's Littlemac and he always kills you early. He can now, like, his movement is going to be so scary because he doesn't have to rely on rolls. He can finally rely on his actual speed, and instead of going run, sidestep, down tilt, or run, dash attack, he's going to be able to go run, down tilt, into combo starter, into, oh my god, like, I am so not looking forward to this character. You know, he still will be able to be edge guarded, but now the fact that he has the directional air dodge as well as being able to side B then up B, it's like he can get hit, realize he's not dead, side B for extra distance, then wait, then double jump, then air dodge to the ledge, or like air dodge, you know, up, or I don't actually know how air dodge up works, and so like air dodge and then up B. Like, he's gonna have way more options. It is not going to be a haha, just throw him off stage and kill him type of Littlemac, which is scary because fighting Littlemac is frightening. He's so scary. Littlemac is one of the scariest characters in all of Smash 4. But typically you're like, I'm scared, I threw him off stage, haha, that was easy. But now we're not going to have that option for the most part. Like, some characters will obviously still edgeguard him fairly easily, but it's not going to be as much of a common thing, and so this character, he's going to be scary. He's going to be a threat. Next up is the character with one of, I feel like, the highest potentials of all the characters, probably in all of high tier, but also maybe just the entire demo, and that is Pokemon Trainer. The problem with Pokemon Trainer in Brawl and why it was a bad character was because there was three things. There was fatigue, there was the inability to switch any type of not laggy. Like, if you switched in Brawl, someone could run up to where you were and charge a smash attack and then kill you for it, or at least do a bunch of damage. And also just the fact that Ivysaur and Charizard were kind of bad characters. In this game, you have Squirtle, who is still a very, very good character. You have Ivysaur, who seems better and way less edgeguardable because of the fact that tethers can just grab the ledge if someone's on it. You have Charizard, who looks like an improved version of Smash 4, which was already an improved version of the one in Brawl, and you have the ability to switch between them constantly and all the time, and it's not laggy, and you have, like, I think there's only like 10 frames to punish it, but it's like invincible from like frame 1 through 30 or something crazy like that. It's actually insane. They're going to be able to get out of combos because they switch. That's crazy. If you have one of 3 good matchups on all of your throughout your Pokemon to whatever character it is, they're going to have a fine matchup because you can just focus on playing that one because there's no fatigue. You can play it for 2 minutes. Oh, I died. Okay, cool. Hit him away with Ivysaur, switch to Charizard, hit him again, or even get hit, being disadvantaged, switch back to your Squirtle, which is the good Pokemon for a matchup, and suddenly you're playing a good matchup again. It is going to be so rare, in my opinion, except maybe with the very, very top tiers of this game, to have even or advantageous matchups on all 3 Pokemon, and so the ability for them to just switch to whatever matchup is good for them, and also switch because of like the livelihood of the characters. Like, oh man, Squirtle's at 90, so he's at death percent, time to switch to Ivysaur, camp a little bit, switch to Charizard, who's the thick boy, and now you're going to be living 60-50% more, and then you die and go back to Squirtle, which is the matchup you want anyway? This is insane! Pokemon Trainer is so cool. I'm very interested in playing this character. He's so interesting. I played him in Brawl. I really liked Ivysaur and Charizard, even though they were objectively very bad characters, but now to have them be good, I'm so excited, and he's going to be really obnoxious to play against in tournament. Oh my god, like, I'm not looking forward to playing like Reflex Wonder, who is like the Pokemon Trainer in Brawl. It's gonna be so difficult to play him, but I'm so excited for the concept of this character, and I want to see what switching combos there are because that seems delicious and spicy. Next is a character a lot of people have been talking about. I feel like these next 2 characters are going to be a lot of people have been like, wow, they're so much better in this game, which is true, which are going to be Ike and Ganon. So Ike is just strong. He's faster, he has a better up air, everything just seems better about this character except his recovery. It just looks like a real beefy swordsman that still has a decent amount of combos, but again, the combo game seems to be slightly worse in general in this game due to the knockback, although it's still not a big deal, but like, Ike could only get 1 or 2 hits anyway, so he's not affected at all, even if it's a little bit different. So he's just going to be killing people, and he's going to be hitting people, and he's just going to be doing so much damage, and he's really scary. Better learn how to edgeguard him, because if you don't edgeguard him, similar to like Littlemac in Smash 4, you're going to have a bad time. Similar to Ganondorf. Ganondorf is also a character that I feel like is very abusable in the disadvantage still. Like, he doesn't have a lot of great come down options. His recovery is really bad, it seems like. But his neutral is scary. He's gonna hit you for 1,000,000 damage, and you know, he's just like, he's Ganon. He's good Ganon. He has faster moves, he has less end lag, he's gonna be way less punishable. It's going to be so hard and so scary to play against this character because a lot of his moves are single hits, so it's not like he's very parryable. He has a really good down smash because it's faster, so you're gonna be able to kill a lot more with it, so being in the corner isn't going to be quite as bad for Ganon. He's just strong, and he's powerful, and he's scary, and I'm just gonna throw him off stage and edgeguard him because I'm gonna play Pikachu because Pikachu's broken. Spoilers. But like, he seems really scary. Ike and Ganon might, in my opinion, like, even with them being the same, might move down to like upper mid tier because if people get better at punishing their, like, the disadvantage and the recoveries of them, they might be a little worse, but either way, right now I'm kind of scared of them. They are powerful boys. And the last character, similar to the last 2, is a powerful boy as well, and it is Ryu. I think he's definitely high tier for sure. He is pretty much, to me, he's Smash 4 Ryu with easier time ledge trapping because of turnaround of doing the thing. I don't exactly know how it works. People are like, he can't back air because he can't turn around. He can definitely still double tap back, and you will dash back and then turn around, so you're able to still get back airs approaching. I don't know how RAR works with him, but it probably does. RAR being reverse aerial rush, it probably still works. So he's pretty much just seems like just gonna be Ryu that still kills really early, that now has the turnaround thing. So the character seems, if anything, the same, but probably a little bit better. So kind of scary. Maybe he's not going to be quite as strong, like maybe Rage is going to be different, so it's not going to be quite as obnoxious, but either way, the character seems really, really strong. You know, the only thing that would be a negative is how difficult it is to turn around and do back airs, because his forward air is way less of a spacing tool than back air is, but either way, he still has a bunch of other tools. Maybe his spike combo is going to be worse. Obviously, he doesn't have his footstool combos, but realistically, no one really gets those in tournament anyway. So, the character's kind of scary. And finally, we have the top tiers, and the top tiers, for me, are going to be ordered. I think this is the order of the top 5 characters in the demo, the lowest of which being Marth. So Marth, again, he seems very similar to Brawl. Marth has a fast dancing blade, he can angle shield breaker, he's strong, his tippers do so much damage. It doesn't seem really difficult to get tippers, but at the same time it's not particularly easy like in Melee. The character just seems like a spacing fast monster that can hit really hard, and I don't know what his combos are, but sometimes combos don't matter if you just have a really solid and fast neutral, and Marth has that. You know, obviously we're going to see what type of combo game he is, and obviously we're going to see how the game develops as a combo game, but still, this character looks absolutely menacing. He just looks like a spacing powerhouse that at the same time can still kill you. His jab is worse, so you're not really going to have things like jab 4 tilt confirms like you do in Smash 4. I don't think Dancing Blade kills quite as early, but either way, just like Marth, he's going to just nickel and dime you, and oh, you're at 130, 140, cool, grab, up throw, gonna kill. Like, this character is still incredibly frightening. I don't really know why Leo doesn't like him, probably because the majority of his game in Smash 4 with Marth is like perfect pivoting and jab confirms, and neither of those exist, so that's probably a big deal, but I think the character is absolutely fantastic. Fourth on this list is going to be Snake. I have zero idea why anyone is saying Snake is mid-tier. Snake is Brawl Snake, but stronger with running tilts, which sounds like the scariest thing ever. He still has 2 grenades, he still has C4, yeah, he doesn't have Claymore, but like, good, he shouldn't have all of those things in this type of game where you only have 1 air dodge. That would be really stupid. So it's fine that he has that. His forward air is strong, his up air is stronger, his up tilt is not quite as strong, but at the same time, it has a little less range, but at the same time, Brawl up tilt was like absurd, so like that's totally fine, and it's still an incredible kill move. He is able to edgeguard people with Nikita because Nikita is super fast. His recovery seems better because he can air dodge off of Cypher, and Cypher just seems better, and a lot of the edgeguarding characters that existed in Smash 4, or sorry, and a lot of the edgeguarding characters that existed in Brawl that gave him a lot of trouble now don't, because like Pikachu doesn't have his same Nair, Meta Knight is worse, Day-to-Day is not a character, so like a lot of the, you know, Olimar, we haven't seen much of him, but it's probably going to be more like Smash 4 than Brawl, so, and Falco doesn't exist, like he doesn't get chain grab for forever, so it seems like all of the negatives of Snake that existed to keep him out of the top 5 in Brawl just kind of don't exist anymore, and he's still going to deal 1,000,000% and combo you with Nair, and then get you into setups with C4, and just oh god, it's gonna be so scary. He's tech chasing and grenades, and hopefully they're not frame 1, and I don't know that frame data, but either way, this character is going to be so scary and so good at spacing and so good at killing and maybe good at comboing, and hopefully not, because god knows he doesn't need combos if his neutral is that scary. He's gonna be able to play against camping characters because his camping seems amazing, because he's one of the only characters that has 2 projectiles of the same thing that are like good projectiles. He doesn't, like, it's seemingly not gonna have worry about rushdown because he can just beat pull grenade and trade over and over again. He's a heavy boy. Like, I don't really know who Snake's bad matchups are, but at the same time, I still think the characters above him are just slightly more ridiculous, which is the only reason I don't put Snake in top 3. So third in Smash Ultimate is going to be Sheik. Sheik just seems like Smash 4 Sheik, but stronger. It seems like stronger bouncing fish. Needles are a little different, but the ridiculous neutral is still there, and obviously a lot of Sheik's problems in Smash 4 come from not being able to kill, so bouncing fish is stronger, or she still has kill confirms, or she has new kill confirms. She's going to be scary. If Needle's bouncing fish is better, she's going to be absolutely frightening. Her neutral is still amazing. She's so fast. She still has crazy combos with like forward, back air, and you know, get off stage. Like, she's still going to be an incredible edge guarding character due to her lingering aerials and bouncing fish and her ability to recover. She just seems really kind of the same, except without perfect pivots, and yeah, perfect pivoting helped her with her combos, but at the same time, she's still going to be fast and have an incredible neutral, probably the best neutral in the game, and just is going to have so many options available to her. She's so fast, she does so much damage kind of over time. She's going to have an amazing camping ability with Needle still. She's pretty much just Smash 4 Sheik, and obviously some of the characters that give her a lot of trouble, being Rosa and Zero Suit, at least like in terms of like LOL Rage, kind of don't really like, they don't really exist right now because we haven't seen them in the trailers and we don't know how good they are, so that's a big deal. But also a lot of like the grapplers that you see a lot of these Sheik mains fall to, such as like DK, such as Bowser, that are just like, oops, they kind of fucking were, I was winning by 100%, then I got grabbed at 50 and I died. Like, those seemingly at the current moment don't exist anymore, so I feel like the lol just killed Sheik, or just live and then rage Sheik, is going to be less prevalent, seemingly, as of right now. I might be totally wrong, but it seems like Sheik is an incredibly strong character right now. Second on the list is going to be Bayonetta. I think people are exaggerating slightly how good Bayonetta is. I mean, I put her at second. It's not like she's a bad character by any means. But Bayo has a lot of nerfs at the current moment. She cannot heal slide through shield. If she side Bs the edge of a stage and bounces off of it, she cannot grab the ledge for a significant amount of time. Like, if she side Bs and holds down to like hits where the ledge is, she will barely be able to grab ledge on coming down. Her witch twist is smaller, witch time is worse, her aerials are worse, the bullet climax on all of her aerials comes out, it seems like way slower, or at the same time the parrying mechanic in general. So assuming you're like on stage and she goes like nair, hold nair, and you're just going to be able to parry it and punish her, everything about this character seems weaker except for the fact that her combo game seems incredibly strong still, but at the same time in the demo there was no SDI, which I'm assuming they're going to add. And also a lot of the people that you saw the Bayo combos, such as like the one on Plup, one, it was against a huge character which is Ridley, and yeah, Bayo's going to combo those type of characters very easily. And also Plup doesn't play against Bayonettas in Smash 4. He has no idea how to even normal DI her combos, because I got hit by a single combo because I was trying to SDI and I'm like, okay, it doesn't really exist in the demo. Then I just started DIing combos and I was sure taking 30, but at the same time I was just hitting Bayo for doing everything else and it was fine. Like, her forward air seems way less dumb, her ABK itself is way worse. So just everything I feel like that she has at the current moment is at the very least more DIable, and it makes her combos harder. Yeah, she's less triple jump because you need to be able to play the character without tap jump. And by the way, triple jump just means keeping your double jump when you use your up B. It doesn't mean you have 3 jumps, because she actually has 4 jumps, because she can triple jump both up Bs. Do you see how that works? Just making sure. But so this character just has a lot of offensive capability, but her defensive stats are way worse. She has more lag on the ground, it seems like. Her dive kick is way worse. She has the inability to, again, like ABK and then grab the ledge from, or like ABK, bounce on the stage and grab the ledge, which in my opinion is a huge deal. That's how Bayonetta recovers a lot of the time when she goes extra deep. And the fact that Witch Twist is smaller means more characters are going to be able to challenge it and hit her, so the recovery isn't going to be as free as it was in Smash 4, which was like one of the biggest problems about Bayo, is impossible to edgeguard her. But now that's not the case, and so she's still going to be a strong character, but you know, especially if Sakurai is very upset after seeing the Invitational, which I don't know if he was upset at Bayo or the booze, probably more the booze, but if the character changes, that's going to make her even worse. But Bayo's still a strong character, but not quite as strong as everyone thinks. And the best character in the game, of course, me being the biased, as you can see on my shirt, piece of shit that I am, Pikachu is broken. He got changes he does not deserve. He does not deserve to have a spiking down air. He does not deserve to still have up throw thunder. He doesn't deserve the new back air that now auto cancels on short hop, so it's a much better out of shield option, or just a pressure option to cross up in general. He does not deserve the new nair. Why does it combo into up tilt or grab or up smash at higher percents? He has new kill confirms because of nair. He has edge guarding that's ridiculous. His spike is so strong. He has all the dumb stuff that he has in Smash 4 in terms of like fair drag down or multi-hits just being dumb. Did you see what I did to Shofu? Nair down air? He's going to be able to edge guard almost every single, if not every single character in the game with just drag down nair, jump down air, or jump thunder depending on the type of up B they have. That's really stupid. Why does he have all these things? I think Pikachu is absolutely ridiculous. I cannot imagine, except for maybe Marth, of everyone in the demo, I don't know who else he would lose to except maybe Marth because he gets kept out. But at the same time, Pikachu is so fast and has so many out of shield options and has so many ridiculous combos. Like, I was 0 to 16 people with ease. Like, I was kind of nervous when I was recording, but afterwards, when I was just playing people in friendlies, everyone was like, what the fuck? Pika is ridiculous. He is so stupid. He's so fast. He does so much damage. Fair is stronger. Forward smash is stronger for some godforsaken reason. Like, the only negative of Pikachu compared to previous iterations, obviously he doesn't have brawl chain grabs, but he doesn't have jab blocks, but at the same time, you don't need jab blocks because you have a spiking down air for some godforsaken reason. And then he has Up Throw Thunder, which still works, and I got it with default controls, and I'm really bad with default controls. And he has Nair Up Smash. He has an easier kill confirm into an incredibly strong Up Smash. I'm gonna Nair people at 100 and they're gonna die. I'm gonna combo people from 50 to 60, throw them off stage, edge guard them for 30%, or edge trap them, because God forbid I don't fucking spike them for like a single time. They're just gonna die. Everyone's gonna die. Pikachu is so not okay at the current moment. And yeah, obviously I might be slightly like overhyping him because he's my character and I see all the possibilities for this character. So you know, maybe he's top 3, but even like other players that like, I remember I was talking to Nairo at the Invitational and I was like, what do you think about Pika? Because I'm sure you guys have played him. And he was like, I don't know, man, Pikachu seems like okay. And I was like, what? You're crazy. And then we played the next day, and like I hit him and he was like, okay, yeah, so after playing you, like, Pikachu's ridiculous. Zero thinks Pikachu's like a second or third best character in the demo, so it's not like it's just me being ESAM and being like, oh, Pikachu's really good, even though Pikachu's totally really good in Smash 4, but whatever. Like, other people see what I see. It is ridiculous. He is so strong, he is so fast, he is so swirly, he's able to just box and then run away, and quick attack is still just as good as ever. Like, yeah, you can see the direction, which is a slight nerf, but that doesn't make the move worse because it still combos into everything, and it's still an amazing get out of jail free card. Like, Pikachu is one of the only characters that doesn't care about the air dodge change because he's going to be able to like air dodge away and then quick attack to the floor or quick attack to the ledge because he's always able to. Like, he's so good. Also, no edge canceling is kind of unfortunate, so it's gonna make him a little bit more punishable and disadvantaged maybe if he's getting juggled, but at the same time, I just have to go to ledge more. Oh no, and Pikachu's like the best character getting off the ledge in like the whole fucking game, or one of them, so like he's gonna have no problems. This character, like, no one wants to chase Pikachu off stage because if you get hit, you're gonna die because he's gonna edge guard you. Oh, he's so stupid. He's so stupid, and I'm so excited, and I'm gonna win Genesis, I swear to God. Maybe not, but like, dude, like, Pikachu's amazing. Like, I see zero flaws with this character, and I've like thought about it very objectively because I want to not just be biased in my head, and I cannot see what is wrong with this character. Forward air is still amazing as a neutral tool. He still has down tilt, which is amazing. Forward tilt is still really good. Up tilt's a better anti-air now. Like, his Nair is broken, and why did they do that? Why did they give him a spike on his downer? He has new different combos. Like, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking when they gave Pikachu his new stuff, but I'm so happy for it. I'm living for it, and so that's my tier list. I'm gonna have it on the screen right now just as a recap, but guys, what do you think? Leave down in the comments down below what you think the tier list is. I think it is absolutely ridiculous. Like, this game is going to be so good. Obviously, right now I'm kind of hyped because I was just talking about Pikachu, but this game is going to be so good. There are so many good characters. Again, what was it? I had 10 low and bottom tier characters, and then about like 20 or 25 high tier ones, and like mid tier ones, like very viable ones. I think everyone outside of, you know, maybe just the bottom tier are going to be like good characters. You know, low tier will probably be like random counter picks, and they're not going to be like super viable because top tiers will body them enough, like enough of the top tiers, but they can still be used and they can still be fun. And oh my god, ultimate. I'm so excited for this game. Holy shit.